Africans are renowned for being sport mad, and disabled people here are no exception. After considerable success at the 1996 Paralympic Games in Atlanta, many disabled people were inspired to get into sport. Andy Scott is Chief Executive with the National Paralympic Committee of South Africa. He remembers the rapturous welcome home from Atlanta.
The recognition was fantastic. We filled about 26 scrapbooks of media cuttings, and there was just fantastic response from everyone.
The high profile of disability sport over here is also reflected in the everyday media coverage.
One of the pay stations, Supersport, have sponsored the wheelchair basketball series, and that has drawn tremendous attention to athletes with disabilities. And there's definitely been a tremendous awareness and acceptance that's been a direct sort of spin-off from lots of television coverage.
The importance of sport to the South African culture has been highlighted in the way the Paralympic team has raised in excess of 10 million rand through major corporate sponsorship. In Britain, the majority of elite disability sports have to rely on lottery funding.
We set about trying to take sport for athletes with disabilities out of the social responsibility, cap in hand type profile into the sports industry.
So what does all this positive coverage and company sponsorship mean for disability sport in South Africa? Fani Lombard and Buntu Manyana are among South Africa's top sportsmen. I asked them how disabled sports people are regarded.
The people out there, I think they're starting to see what we can do as people, not as what we can do as disabled people. Because when we play basketball here, we always play, the house is always full, there's always people cheering us.
Well, I've been invited to, we call it the Little Giants competition, where you have to hold a car for as long as you can. It's on a 45-degree angle. So, and we've been invited as disabled to competing against the able bodies. Yeah. The guys aren't looking at you as a disabled person anymore. No. And seeing you as a professional sportsman, well, that's how I pick it up.
So do you get recognised in the street?
Yeah. Like famous in the street.
Well, I'm fortunate. If I got long pants on, no.
It's a good excuse to wear shorts all the time.
They still can see my limping, so
That'd be really bad. But getting into sport has financial implications, and black disabled people are doubly disadvantaged through economic apartheid.
Some of us, we come from disadvantaged areas, so it's a little bit difficult to make your way to the gyms and training and everything.
Because sport is so important to South African culture, it's seen as having a vital role to play in tackling the remnants of apartheid through the principle that non-discrimination is an essential part of true sportsmanship. Nero Niseko works for the Self-Help for Paraplegic Association here in Soweto. He's hopeful about the future integration of black people into sport.
Many of us are convinced that sport knows no boundaries. It cuts across the race, it cuts across cultures, and it's able to bring ethnic groups together. The past was based on segregation, but today the fact that those systems are gone, we are able then to integrate with our white counterparts, and it is indeed a strong belief that through sport, we'll be able to integrate well and develop together.
The Self-Help for Paraplegic Association is working hard to break down the barriers of black disabled people wanting to get into sport.
I think it's hard for blacks to get in sports since the facilities here in Soweto are insufficient, and the transport, that's the main issue, because when you are to use a public transport, you can stay for hours there waiting for a taxi. They will just pass since they see that you are on a wheelchair.
But goals of better transport, improved facilities and increased resources are showing some signs of becoming a reality at long last.
Now we are forming an association, which is going to cover all the sports codes, since there was only one club, which is a basketball team here in Soweto. Now we are opening an association which will cover all the sports.
The new South Africa is working hard to enable all disabled people to participate in the nation's passion. What this means is that South Africa will have some extremely strong sportsmen and women that we better watch out for. So are the basketball guys going to be supporting the athletes and the rest of the team in Sydney then?
Definitely. We're behind them 100%.
Saying it now.
No.
I know athletes and basketball guys like.
Definitely. We will support them all the way. We want them to bring us medals. They're the only ambassadors we have. So they're representing us. So 100% for them. We're behind them all the way.
Well, I wish you the best of luck and
They don't need luck. They don't need luck.
Definitely.
They don't need luck. We know they're always fit. They want to go there and do their best.
I'll see you in a pub in Sydney then.